sleep at all last night, Jack?
Not much.
I'm black and blue from all your thrashing around.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
It's this Frank thing, isn't it?
Seems like the whole world wants to stick their nose in our business.
Maybe it's best if I sleep in the guest room for a while.
We have to do that together.
I wouldn't want you to do that, Miss Sally.
Rumbling and rolling, it's coming down through the nose, it's coming up through the ground, and it's a funny old sound. There'll be a rumbling and a rolling.
I bet I know why. See him on the train, see him on the bus. They never cared much about folks like us.
But now they're gonna pay attention. So they're gonna say why?
They're gonna say I don't know what, I don't know how.
Well, they're gonna find out now. They're gonna pay attention. They're gonna yell, set that man free. They sure ain't talking about me.
Look, you're rumbling and a rolling. Here comes a Yankee brigade. They're coming up through this town. We better keep our heads down.
We better start mumbling and shuffling. We better
Polish our smiles.
old Black Joe at your service. Won't do nothing that'll make you nervous. Won't do nothing with a look or a mention. And they won't never pay attention. And they're gonna say my. They're gonna say bring me my boots.
Bring me my tea.
I bet you thought the slaves were free.
Mr. Frank, good for you. A lot of folks coming to get you through. Mr. Frank, ain't that grand? A lot of folks coming to take a stand. Mr. Frank, knock on wood, it ain't gonna do you no goddamn good.
Tell you this as a matter of fact, at the local hotels wouldn't be so packed if a little black girl had gotten attacked.
Gone.
They're coming now, yes sirree. Cause a white man's gonna get hung, you see. There's a black man swinging in every tree, and they don't never pay attention. They're gonna say my. But if a Yankee boy flies, surprise, attention. They're gonna yell, set that man free. Oh, there'll be a rumbling and a rolling, yeah. There'll be a rumbling and a rolling, yeah. Rumbling and a rolling, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Turner.
Welcome, ma'am.
Hey, honey.
Hey, honey, you're late.
I know.
I was getting worried. Where were you?
Had a terrible time getting through the parade.
Parade?
Don't you remember? It's Memorial Day again.
My favorite holiday.
Just think, a whole year.
Seems like 50.
I know. I brought you the official state of Georgia Legislative Law Review Journals, 1907, 1908.
Good, thank you.
I couldn't cook this morning.
Something the matter with the stove?
No, I was busy.
Doing what?
I had an appointment with that Mr. Craig.
You were talking to a reporter?
Yes.
I thought we decided you wouldn't be doing that.
You decided it, Leo. I didn't. And anyway, Mr. Craig turns out to have a very sympathetic ear.
Oh, God, what did you say?
Well, he asked how you are, and I said fine, and in fact, very hopeful, because you were busy writing up a documented statement that proves all the evidence given against you at the trial was false.
You shouldn't have told him that. Now everyone will know.
Were you planning to keep it a secret?
I was planning on releasing it when I was finished writing it. Don't talk to any more reporters.
I can help you, Leo. All the appeals you and the lawyers have filed have been denied. They're gonna hang you in 6 weeks unless we do everything that's in our powers to do.
I know you mean well, honey, I do. And I appreciate it.
So
But
keep my stupid mouth shut. You're right, Leo, of course. Like you always are. Do it alone, Leo. Do it all by yourself. You're the only one who matters after all. Do it alone, Leo. Why should it bother me? I'm just good for standing in the shadows and staring at the walls, Leo. Fight them strong and proud. Pray your voice is loud, loud enough to make it through that door. What on earth have I been worried for? Soon I won't be worried anymore.
why are you doing this?
No, do it alone, Leo. Now there's the right idea. Make me feel as useless as you always have. Do it alone, Leo. What could a woman do? After all, so many people love you. They're dancing in the streets, Leo. Only you know how to change the future now. No one knows the pain you're going through. No one else is suffering but you. I could be a quiet little girl and cook your little meal and swallow all I feel and bow to your command. Or I could start to scream across the whole damn town and never shut my mouth until they understand. But I can't do it alone, Leo. Look at me now, Leo. I can be more. I can bring you home, Leo. We can bring you home, Leo. I want you to come home.
That's pretty music, those fellas sure can play. That beat was really made for dancing. Yes, ma'am, that's pretty music, I can dance the night away. Listen to that song, so sweet and true. Though truth to tell, not half as sweet as you. That's pretty music. Look now, you're doing fine. Oh yes, you'll like it when you're dancing. You can feel that pretty music. Just keep your hand in mine. There you are, relax, you can't go wrong. I knew you had it in you all along.
Mr. Dorsey, I'm Tom Watson.
Of course. Good to see you.
I support your policies 100%.
I appreciate that, sir.
I hope you read my piece in the paper extolling your virtues. And Hugh Dorsey was not fooled by the slippery Jew's oily demeanor. He took one look at his bulging satyr eyes and protruding sensual lips and nailed him for the pervert sodomite he is.
Well, that's mighty interesting.
Next week I'm writing one entitled Jesus Was Not a Jew. I'll mail you a copy.
Please do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some other business to attend to.
Sir, I don't think you understand.
Understand?
You are the savior of the Southland. We're gonna make you the next governor of Georgia.
Mr. Watson, Georgia already has a governor.
Don't you think that's pretty music? That song sure makes you smile. Why don't you visit here more often? Take a breath, it's pretty music. Just listen for a while. If your feet won't follow your command, just put yourself in Governor Sladen's hands. Now, my, that's quite an introduction if I do say. Look out too high, I bet something's out to fly away. I like a girl who's bold, just keep it all controlled. Good Lord, I'm getting old, just dancing with you to that pretty music today.
What a lovely party, Miss Sally.
So glad you're enjoying it.
Looks like the governor's a regular old dancing fool.
That's not the term I'd pick.
My apologies, ma'am.
I saw you chatting up your buddy Tom Watson, Huey.
He's not my friend. You're the one who invited him here, Jack.
A lot of mail coming in about the Frank case. People aren't so happy.
I get it. Jews letting off steam.
Not just Jews. Aldermen, mayors, Governor Maine, Governor Oregon, Governor Illinois, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison.
Yankees, Jewish money in the back of them.
I doubt if Jewish money is in the back of Henry Ford.
Might I have another dance, ma'am?
No, sir. You may not.
That's it, that's right, I found myself a partner and ain't she sweet? That's it, that's right, I found me a girl who can keep the beat. My steps and yours agree, what more could heaven be? My dear, I guarantee when you're dancing with me, all the world's at her feet. So don't you stop that pretty music, sure makes you feel alive. If I can dance with you today, we'll show those other folks the way. Those girls are fine, it's true, but I'm a lucky ox, I can dance with you. So turn that ankle, let that music play. Hello.
Hello.
Do I know you, ma'am?
No.
Well, how do you do? My name is Jack Slayton.
My name is Lucille Frank.
Oh, well, hello, Miss Frank, or is it Mrs.? Couldn't possibly be. You look far too young to be married.
It is Mrs. Frank. Mrs. Leo Frank. I have to talk to you, Governor.
I see. Well, as you can see, Miss Sally and I are entertaining guests just now, and I can hardly...
I have to talk to you.
I can understand how difficult this must be for you, Miss Frank.
Thank you.
And I surely do wish it lay within my power to relieve some of your anguish, but as you must understand...
It does.
I beg your pardon?
It does lie within your power. You're the governor.
Well, my goodness, just listen to that. Surely you wouldn't want to let a perfectly good one step go by the
I
wayside.
didn't come here to dance, sir.
No, but the music is
And
so...
no more dancing. You have to reopen the case.
If you'll excuse me now. Hey, Roy, how's the new hospital wing coming?
Real good, thanks to you. Everybody in Valdosta says hey.
Oh, well, I'm mighty glad to hear that. Valdosta has always been...
You're a smart man. You're trained as a lawyer.
Miss Frank, please. Valdosta's always been like a second home to me.
Don't you have at least one small question about the way my husband's trial was conducted?
Ma'am, your husband was tried and convicted by a jury of his peers, and that is good enough for me.
Then you are either a fool or a coward.
Damn. Not one nibble. Fighting good yesterday, they were.
You saying it's me, Judge?
Sure as shit ain't me, Huey.
Maybe it's just a slow day for trial.
Jack Slayton's been calling. got a bug up his ass about Leo Frank.
Is that why you asked me here?
He opens all this up again.
Who's gonna stop him?
Sun on your back, neck turning pink, world moving slow so you know what you think. Nothing but lines and a bait hook to trouble the water.
Maybe I should pay Jack Slayton a visit.
Change isn't bad, but change should go slow. One change above can't shift 10 things below. Know when to stop, or you'll find yourself chopping down old trees. They're still grown. The old ways we all know. The old rules, the old days, the glory. These old eyes can still see. These old hands remind me. The old life, the old times, the glory. Hear what the boys at the Capital City Club been talking about?
Afraid the Capital City Club's lit out of my league, Judge.
Been talking about who to back in the race for governor.
I see.
Just talk so far, but with how this Frank business plays itself out.
And if Jack Slayton runs true to form.
When you step into a nest of hornets, someone's gonna get stung. Better to let nature take its course. When you're standing there atop the ladder, hanging on the top rung, you won't ever feel the river's force. But the people down below sense the turning of the tide. They want someone in command who's uniquely qualified to defend them, protect them, restore their respect and their pride.
Counter the slack, temper the speed.
Follow the currents and watch where they lead. Catch what they're missing and learn how to listen to old souls that still cry. Old blood that won't dry. The old fight, the old score, the new chance to fight for the glory, the glory, the glory.
Sun on your back, neck turning pink, world moving slow so you know what you think.
Hello? Evening, ma'am. What? No, ma'am, you know I can't do that. Well, all right. Yes, ma'am, yes, I surely will. Hey, Leo! Leo! Leo,
What is it? What's the matter?
message from your wife?
Oh, God, what happened?
She says to tell you that you-know-who is going to re-examine you-know-what.
Say that again.
You-know-who is going to re-examine you-know-what.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord, thank you. Thank you. You don't know who you know who is?
Can't say I do.
Then you don't know what you know what is.
No.
Oh, my sweet Lucille, how'd you ever manage it? You don't know what any of this means. It means cancel all your parties. Forget your big parade.
Settle down.
It means the crowds will not be cheering, so despite what you've been hearing, you can lay down your spade.
Leo, hush up.
It means my mother can stop crying. My rabbi's eulogy can wait. It means that Darcy can stop beaming, and my cousin can stop dreaming of its portion of my
It's
estate.
past midnight.
It means no, this isn't over. No, the
It's
date's
past
not
midnight.
set. No, I won't wake up tomorrow drowning in my sweat. It means I got the greatest partner any man can get. It means I'll never, ever, ever underestimate that woman, 'cause this is not over yet. Tell my uncle not to worry. Tell the reaper not to hurry. Make the hangman stop his drumming, 'cause I'm coming into town to win the day. Somehow I have it with my scheming, screw things up beyond redeeming, and we're finally on our way. And no, this isn't over. Hell, it's just begun. Hail the resurrection of the South's least favorite son. It means I made a vow for better. Two is better than what? It means the journey ahead might get shorter. I might reach the end of my rope, but suddenly loud as a mortar, there is hope, finally hope. And no, this isn't over.
We are finally on
No,
our way.
there's still a million things that you and I can do.
I can speak
And
for
I never have believed in the things I see in you. It means a man who isn't guilty doesn't have to walk the plank. It means the gallows still are vacant, and we've got my wife to thank. It means you shouldn't underestimate Lucille and Leo Frank, 'cause this is not over yet.
You see,
Yes, I see.
how I did what I
Yes,
promised.
dear,
It's
it's
just like
wonderful.
I said
Listen,
to-
now listen, Lucille.
Yes, I'm listening.
Tell him to talk to those factory
Talk
girls.
to those
Make sure he
factory
gets
girls.
the
Make
truth.
sure he gets the truth.
Calls my name. I turn my head. He got no words to say. His eyes get big. My face gets red. And I want to run away. I'll feel his breath. Back of my neck. I turn my head. His hand again.
Just a moment here. So you're saying Mr. Frank made you feel uncomfortable?
Yes, sir, all the time.
All the time? What does that mean?
When, for instance?
Well, I'll tell you, back before Christmas, me and Mary was in the ladies' changing room, and he just came right in.
Without knocking?
Yes, sir.
There's no door to that lady's room, just to come and go see for yourself.
That right, Iola?
I reckon.
No, I swear it's true. Lonnie Man is sweet on Monsignor.
Is somebody in there?
Yes, sir. Owl and I.
Your break was over 10 minutes ago.
Owl took sick.
She looks all right to me.
I'm feeling a little better now.
Then go back to work, please. Mr. Montag doesn't pay you to dawdle away the day.
Did he touch you?
Well, not exactly.
Then he didn't touch you.
Did he touch any of you? He ever touch any of you? The truth. I see. Now, you all testify that Mr. Frank asked you up to his office. Who did that happen to?
Well, Hattie Hoover said that Corinthia Wilson
He asked
told
this
her that...
Corinthia Wilson to his office?
Yes, sir.
Then why didn't she testify?
Oh, she wouldn't.
Why not?
She said it never happened. But Mr. Dorsey said it didn't matter anyways, as long as we...
As long as you what?
As long as we all told the same thing. The truth.
But you just said the truth was that Mr. Frank never asked any of you up to his office. Did Mr. Dorsey coach you on what to say? Need anything else from these girls, Miss Frank?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Leo, it's just like you said.
Darling, it's wonderful.
Leo, I still can't believe.
Yes, and I know it, but listen, we both have to hurry. The governor will not be in office forever. Find out why Minnie told all those lies. Make sure she tells
Leo,
the
I
truth.
still can't believe it.
I know. Hurry.
I know. Make sure she tells the truth.
I done told the truth. Mr. Frank, he said go get his shoes, so I go yonder into the bedroom and I see a pile of dirty sheets and pillows all on the floor, just like I said in that courthouse.
That's not all you said, Minnie.
I ain't said none but the God's honest truth.
You said I told you Mr. Frank made me sleep on the floor.
You're not gonna get in any more trouble, Minnie. Just tell us what happened.
The men take me down to the jailhouse and then Mr. Dorsey keep asking me over and over. He writes something down and he tells me to sign it. And what else was I supposed to do, Miss Lucille?
Thank you, Minnie.
I'm sorry I done it, but what else was I supposed to do?
No, this isn't over. Not while I have you. Not while every dream we had is somehow coming true. And this best of comprehending. Look what you can do. God, I was such a stupid fool to think I'd do it all without you. But this is not over.
Yeah. By now.
I can't make a decision this important just because you want me to. I need more.
Well, I'm going with you.
No, ma'am, you are not.
I insist.
This is no place to take a lady. Not even you. But I'll try not to behave like a fool or a coward.
Yeah, yeah, I am. Yeah, I hear the thunder rolling. Yeah, it's behind that wall. Yeah, I'm gonna roll like thunder. Yeah. I am gonna taste the morning and feel the rain fall. Feel the rain fall. Yeah, yeah. I am. Yeah. I'm gonna rise like sunshine if I see her turn. I'm gonna rise like sunshine. I am gonna set down on her and feel the sunburn. Sunburn. Yeah. Yeah. I am. Yeah.
Hey, Jim, got yourself a visitor boy.
Female.
You wish.
You know it.
Hello, Jim.
You who I think you are.
Guess so.
All right then.
Couple of questions for you, Jim.
You want some water? Bring the governor some water.
No, thank you.
We fixing to talk about that mess with Mr. Frank.
Yes.
I'm already doing the years excessive. What more do y'all want?
A little of your time.
What are you girls looking at?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, then I gotta tell you something. I made a mistake up there on the witness stand.
That's so?
Well, I said I found the dead little white girl with her head towards Hunter Street and her feet towards Alabama Street. Well, that was wrong. She was lying the other way around. Yeah. Yeah.
And that was in the workroom on the second floor?
Everything else is just like I said at the courthouse.
But I'm a little confused.
Why's that?
The coroner's report said there was sawdust in the mouth and lungs.
Yeah.
Got any idea what that means?
Yeah.
Means she had to be breathing in the basement, because there isn't any sawdust on the second floor. Means she was alive when you carried her into the basement.
Well, then, she must have come back to life. Because she was as dead as last Christmas Eve when Mr. Frank showed me the body. Gonna roll like thunder.
Yeah. Coroner's report raises some questions about your story, wouldn't you say?
The coroner, he the one that's blind.
That's right.
Plenty of lint on the second floor. Might not have been sawdust in the little girl's mouth. And how do you know the difference? I guess lint and sawdust feel the same to a blind man.
He's got 45 years of experience.
That's so. Well, you can try to prove that in court, I imagine. You ever been on the chain gang, governor? You ever break these rocks on the chain gang?
Not yet.
Get yourself thinking, governor, how you wanna have a good time. Yeah.
I'm through with him.
Now, Mr. Frank, he had a good time. Man knows how to have a good time. Yeah. I get a high fever. I hear her call. She's gonna cool my fever. I'm gonna take that woman. We're gonna ride like lightning. We're gonna roll, roll, roll like thunder. And feel the rain fall.
You ready, Governor?
As I'll ever be.
Then let's go.
Turns out you married a jackass, Miss Sally.
Is that supposed to be news to me?
All those fine plans, Senator and Mrs. Slayton, maybe even President and Mrs. Slayton. I'm fixing to lose us all that.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'd a whole lot rather be wife to a fine ex-governor than first lady to a chicken.
Is that so?
Yes, it is.
I think you're a bigger jackass than I am.
You'd really better go.
Yes, ma'am. I have an announcement to make. Leo Frank is no longer a prisoner in the Fulton Tower. At 5 o'clock this morning, he was removed to another prison location which will not be disclosed at this time. 2,000 years ago, another governor washed his hands. Ever since then, that governor's name has been a curse. If today another Jew went to his grave because I failed to do my duty, I would all my life find his blood on my hands.
Will you
I've reviewed the evidence in the case of the state of Georgia versus
fires are
and I've decided to commute his sentence from the death penalty to imprisonment for life.
Where will you stand when the flood comes?
To be the right one, the just one, and the one that all patriotic Georgians will agree. All I wish now is that people of Georgia would hold judgment for their
side of God, or will you hide in the soil and the sod? Will you fight for the soul of your land? Well, will you stand when the flood comes? Will you stand when the flood comes?
Comment, Mr. Dorsey? I was not a part of the governor's decision, Mr. Craig. I'm as surprised as you are.
Will you beg for the Jews' revolt?
I can hope and allow and live in obscurity if necessary, but I cannot.
Where will you stand when the flood comes? Where will you stand?
This is my only course.
Where will you stand?
A plain case of duty as I saw it.
Where will you stand?
With you, Mr. Watson, I'll be proud to stand with you!
God bless the next governor of Georgia!
Yes, I see through the fog and dust, so let them mock whatever they must. Slayton jumps at the Jews' command.
Well, where will you stand when the flood comes? Where will you stand?
Where will you stand?
Still your name and your soul are defiled. Thank God you can't hear the things they say.
Well, someone's gonna pay.
Someone's gotta pay. Someone's gotta pay. Georgia, home of the strong and sure. Fight like hell for the land of the pure. Teach the traitors to run away. Georgia, home of the strong and sure. Fight like hell for the land of the traitors. Teach the traitors to run away. Georgia, home of the strong and sure. Fight like hell for the land of the true. Teach the traitors to run away. Someone's gotta pay. Someone's gotta pay. Someone's gotta pay. Someone's gotta pay. Someone's gotta pay when the flood comes.
Hey, Mr. Peavy, I know I'm a little early, but it seems so to sit down there at the train station and twiddle my thumbs.
Oh, it's all right, I reckon. Don't you think, Leo?
I reckon. Is that a new outfit?
Yes.
It's very becoming.
Thank you, kind sir.
This sure is a new one on me. Warden ain't allowed nothing like this since I've been on this prison farm, and that's 24 years.
You don't say.
I sure wish my wife do all that for me.
Your wife gets to eat with you every day. This will be the first meal Leo and I have shared in over 2 years.
You're a wonder, Lucille.
Am I?
You know you are.
What's that?
Nothing.
That's not nothing.
I had a little accident.
What happened?
Had him in the infirmary. Crazy fool Billy Crean come at him in the shower with a razor.
Oh, no.
Teeny bit deeper, nurse said. We'd have lost him for sure.
My God, Leo!
It's fine. It's almost completely healed. How did you get the warden to let us do this?
I got his daughter a job in Atlanta, clerking at Jacob's drugstore.
Did you bribe him, too?
Not yet. Oh, my. Mr. Peavy?
Yes'm?
My neighbor lady insisted on sticking this in the lunch basket, and neither Mr. Frank nor I care for it. Could you think of anyone who might have use of it?
I suppose I might could.
Well, thank you so much.
Glad to be a help, ma'am.
What is all this?
Oh, just a little picnic out in the country.
Country?
Of course. Isn't this the softest patch of grass you ever saw? And see those flowers all over the meadow? I wonder what they are.
I believe they're called Black-Eyed Susans.
Black-Eyed Susans, of course.
This is our wedding china.
Naturally, this is a momentous occasion.
Yes, yes it is.
I've never seen you with the suntan.
Well, I'm a farm boy now. Probably the only Jewish farm boy in the South.
It's very becoming.
Thank you.
You can plant us a vegetable garden when you come home.
Okay.
You are coming home, Leo.
Well,
It's only a matter of time now. As soon as all the fuss dies down, you'll be parting completely. I'm sure of it.
I will never understand what I did to deserve you, or how to be the man that I'm supposed to be. I will never understand if I lived 1,000 lifetimes why you did the things you did for me. Just to look at you, how could I not be in love with you? What kind of fool would have taken you for granted for so long? All the wasted time, all the million hours pushing you away, building up my walls, all the days gone by, to glare, to pout, to push you out, and I never knew anything at all. I never knew anything at all.
I will never understand how all the world misjudged you, when I have always known how lucky I must be. I will never understand how I kept from going crazy, just waiting there till you came home to me. Now look at me, now that you're finally here with me, and now that I know I was right to wait and everyone else was so wrong for so long. All the wasted time, all the million hours, years on top of years, still too proud to cry.
Touch, roots too strong to fall. All the days gone by to never show I loved you so, and I never knew anything at all. I never knew anything at all.
Got to go, ma'am. Getting dark.
All right, Mr. Peavy, I'll be right out.
How do we bribe the warden to let us do this again?
We won't have to, silly. You'll be home.
I love you.
I love you too. See you Sunday.
See you Sunday. What is it?
You're coming with us, Mr. Frank.
What? Let me put on my pants.
You don't need no pants where you're going.
Mr. Frank, you understand why we brought you here tonight?
Answer it.
Mr. Frank,
I understand.
Good. Getting loud. Let's hurry.
we are fixing to carry out the sentence rendered upon you by the state of Georgia. Do you have anything to say, Mr. Frank?
But I have always said I am innocent.
That's a damn lie. Easy, friend. It's almost over.
Oh, one moment.
What is it?
I have on... I'm not wearing, and... I will be exposed when you put me up there. Please, can I be covered?
Get that crocus sack yonder.
I sure wish we didn't have to do this.
Maybe if he confesses, we could bring him back to prison?
No! You're carrying out the law.
That's what I'm saying. If he would have confessed in the courtroom, I believe he deserves a life sentence.
I believe he would have.
Bunch of pansies.
We could drive him back to the farm. Looks like a nice place to live, and he can live out the rest of his days.
You only gotta say you done it. Say you're sorry.
I am sorry.
You see?
It's a tragedy that lovely little girl had to die.
And you wish you hadn't done it, don't you?
I'm afraid I've had to give up wishing.
Just tell us, sir. That's all we ask.
All right, I will. I believe God has a plan in all this. And I believe he chose me for a reason. So for the longest time I have considered, and I have pondered, and I have prayed, but for the life of me, I can't figure out what that reason is. I do know this, though. I haven't gone through the last 2 years just to stand here now and tell you a bold-faced lie. That is not in God's plan for me.
He didn't do it.
Shut up!
Mr. Frank, for the last time, did you kill Mary Fagan?
I did not!
All right, let's get this over.
Make sure it's tight. Don't want to suffer any more than he has to.
Come on. Jesus, I want the greatest honor of my life!
Anything else, Mr. Frank?
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Ehod Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuso Le'olam Va'ed.
Mary, this is for you!
Miss Lucille.
Story is over, Mr. Craig.
I know. I'm just covering the police beat
Why have you come?
here. man said to give this to you. Didn't tell me where it came from. I hear you're moving up north.
No, I'm not leaving home.
But after all this, and now Hugh Dorsey being elected the next governor, well, I just figured you'd had about enough.
I'm a Georgia girl. I will always be.
Hey,
Yes?
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry for your loss.
I came for my pay.
Name?
Mary Fagan.
You better hurry.
Why?
It's the Memorial Day. Don't you have a parade to cover?
Employee number?
507.
Leo, oh Leo, I know he'll protect you. And don't be afraid, I'll be fine here, you'll see.
Another 20 cents, there you are.
Farewell, Leo, you're right here beside me. You're here by the door, and you're holding my arm, and you're stroking my hair, and you're finally,
Mr. Frank,
What is it?
free.
happy Memorial Day.
I go to fight for these old hills behind me, these old red hills of home. I go to fight for these hills that remind me of a way of life that's pure, of the truth that will endure in the city of Atlanta, in these old red hills of God bless the size of the old hills of Georgia, the old red hills of We'll sing Dixie once again.
10 majesties.